who've been fucking with Trump like since, The Apprentice,
Yeah,
And now
totally.
like all these crabs like Ben Shapiro and fucking, Dave Rubin and all these people are just trying to like fucking, they need to they're trying to get on his dick, and he's just like, nah, fuck off. You're not getting in the DM.
Yeah, those people want to believe that Trump is more ideological than he is. At his core, he's just completely devoid of any compass that lines up to any ideology, really, That's why guys like Bo Dietl are the perfect people for him, because it's just random grifters and shit. Like, I mean, those guys are like pro cop, pro, whatever,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they don't really have any kind of ideology or like
They're attracted to
center.
like big dumb authority figures.
Yeah,
like
totally.
Genetically.
But there's really nothing there. Like, you could convince all of those type of guys to have like universal healthcare, right? Like, if you just frame it the right way, they're for it. They don't really have any kind of like thoughts on government one way or another or any of that kind of shit.
No, not at all. Should we transition? Should we talk a little bit about the current world of the rap game and politics?
Yeah, this is a perfect thing to just kind of get into something different here. While we're talking about political rap, we would be remiss not to comment on this phenomenon that's sweeping the internet right now, the Maga challenge. I don't know, Alex, do you want to sort of explain the Maga challenge briefly?
So this was a hashtag where people rap over this one song. It's like they use the hook of this one song this guy posted about Trump, and then they just rap over the instrumental part. And it's just like, it's people who have never heard rap before. And like Trump said he was going to judge it like a competition.
Oh, and the winner would
But I
get
don't
invited
think
to the
he
White House.
did.
Doesn't he always just lie about that stuff constantly? Like, he's had dozens of contests where no one actually got invited.
Yeah, there was a thing recently where he would email his email list, like sign up for whatever this is, and you'll be entered in a raffle to have lunch with Trump. And like no one ever had lunch with him. It would cost him like $20, and he just still didn't do it.
It's so quintessentially Trump. Like, you gotta love him for that stuff. It's so fucking
Yeah,
funny.
because if everyone thinks they lost, like no one's gonna complain.
He knows that his supporters are just little worms, and he treats them like that, and they love it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, that's why, like when people are like liberals are like, how can anyone stand for this like obvious charlatan, and like everything he says is a lie, everything about him is fake. Like, he has nothing but contempt for like everyday people, like these slobs who vote for him. But like, I think that's part of the appeal. Is like if you're a slob, if you're like an average American slob, and you see politicians who are constantly talking about how good this country is and how good its people are and how we can rise above and be better and like, do great things, like, they're full of shit. That's inauthentic,
exactly.
Because you're a piece of shit. You're not going to be any better. You're
Trump supporters, they're all just a bunch of little pay pigs.
Well, it's just they know that they're shit, and like the honest politician will sort of lift them up in a way by, like I said, giving them kind of permission to be pieces of shit. But
yeah, absolutely.
But like still acknowledging that, like, no, like we don't deserve to, like, we would be good or like have nice things or anything. Like, yeah, like we'll never be rich like Trump because we don't deserve it.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just kind of let it burn and trigger the libs while we're at it.
Yeah, exactly. But
I hope one day I have the honor of staying in a Trump hotel.
yeah, no, exactly. That's the cap on, Alex. That's exactly right. That is the cap on their aspiration. Is to like play at a Trump golf course or stay in one of his shitty hotels.
It's definitely a kind of like triumph of cultural politics over material, real politics, right? Like, just, it's like, yeah, he's uplifting our culture of shittiness, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. And like when like fake like liberal politicians or even like Republicans of an early era would try to speak to our better angels or whatever, or like have some sort of inspirational or aspirational qualities. People instinctively know it's bullshit because they know that we don't have any better angels. It's just nothing but demons, top to bottom.
Yeah, for sure.
But Alex,
on that note,
no, well, I was going to just say, like, the interesting thing about the MAGA challenge is that, like, again, it's a lot of like, like bewildered, like some of them very young, but also like it's either very young or very old, bewildered white people doing this rap thing. Like, and like the message of a lot of them seems to be is like, how can I be racist when like this rapper likes Trump and I like Trump too? And Alex, like I thought of your article that you did for Outline a while ago about like the entire sort of subgenre of conservative entertainers doing rap songs. And the thing you pointed out in that was so eerie was that like there's sort of a Get Out phenomenon going on here where they're like all these people hate and fear black people, but they also really want to be them in a very strange way. It makes for this like very odd just sort of dichotomy or juxtaposition here psychologically.
Yeah, like if a black person is like, well, I'm racist too, you can say the N-word, they will like shower them with praise and like they will rocket to the top of the movement like Candace Owens or whoever.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
You just have to give these little concessions and they will be all over you. But if you don't make the concessions, they hate you.
So let's listen to some of these MAGA raps.
Yeah, let's start
these are bops.
with let's start like you were saying, Will. It's like very young or very old, like white people. So let's start with a very young one, then go to a very old one here.
I'm a MAGA kid. I'm a MAGA kid. I'm here to blow up the liberals' list. School shootings, pedophiles, and vaccines. Today it is really hard to be a teen. Now listen up, Greta. This message is for you. We are warriors of God, and we're praying for you. How dare you? How dare you? Spread fear with your ego, but the truth is where we go. Our human rights come from God, not government. Brainwashed puppet, you were sent. You liberals act really, really strange, but MAGA kids are now in the game. Unity and peace is our prize. We hold our president way up high. Like an eagle, we will take flight. In God we trust. MAGA kids fight. In God we trust. MAGA kids fight.
Yeah, so that's just some great shit right off the bat.
That's one of the more popular ones.
They're Greta.
Well, when I first heard it, when she addresses Greta, I thought she was referring to Greta Van Susteren of Fox News, who sometimes doesn't completely toe the sort of Sean Hannity line. But then I realized she must be talking about Greta Thunberg, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And in the beginning, when she lists off like the things that make it hard to be a teen today, and it was like school shootings, vaccines, and what was the third one? What was the third one?
I couldn't
quite make it out. It was unintelligible.
I think
but
fires. I think she
fires?
said fires.
Okay, maybe she's from California.
Fires, huh? Yeah,
just all these
none
fires.
of those things are particular to teens.
These fires are making it hard to be a teen. Yeah.
Teens haven't developed their fireproof skin coating yet.
The other thing that I think,
can you imagine like someone like this making like a teen drama for TV, and one of the episodes is about like, oh, I got to get my vaccines, but like, how do I tell them I don't want to get vaccinated?
What vaccines are there for teenagers?
For teens? I guess you have to get a tetanus one every 10 years. You might have to get one tetanus shot during your teens.
Well, yeah, no,
Sometimes they give the HPV vaccine to people, but that's optional.
Yeah, that's true.
You can just say no.
Wow. The other thing that's interesting about this video, I mean, like, just to sort of talk about the look of it, is that, okay, so it's like this teenage girl, and she's sort of like marching in place in this very halting, jerky style, and she's standing in front of an American flag, but like, it's like almost like behind that is like a spotlight or something. Like, it's just washed out and like totally white. Like, the glare on the video has made it like almost completely just like a white screen.
Yeah, I think it's like inside a tent or something.
The quality of the video is like aesthetically matched to the quality of the rap. You know, it's kind of beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's very good. I mean, like, I like, you know, she had a couple good bars in there about, you know, liberals acting strange, but like now the MAGA teens are in the game. But like, I think her flow needs a little work. Like, it was a little kind of halting, you know, very like stop and start. She wasn't really on beat, you know?
That would barely pass in the 80s. It was a little 80s like, MAGA teens are here to say.
Yeah.
The liberals are very gay.
Yeah. Actually, I'm surprised you haven't seen more of that from like Trump conservatives of like, we're going to start calling like Barney the dinosaur gay again. That's going to make the liberals mad.
It does make them mad, though. That's the interesting thing.
It's true, yeah. That's why it seems like they should be doing that more. Like Ben Shapiro or somebody like that needs to go down that route.
All right, what's the next one?
Let's play some of these.
I ain't messing with the mainstream, I only watch alternative. Red pill 7-8.
What?
God. At least this guy can like stay on beat.
Yeah.
Red pill 7-8. Is that like his handle or something?
I think that's the guy he watches on YouTube.
Oh, okay, it could be.
The MAGA challenge is a sign of the times. Hip-hop community supported Trump, but now they tear him down. Why? No matter what they say, I will not be afraid to speak, even though
God,
I
that's
see
so
Antifa
funny.
causing violence in the streets. And socialism is a catalyst for communism. They lure you in by promising you free stuff, and then when you vote them in, they switch it up. They take the welfare.
Wait, what?
That's such a cool,
Wait,
that's
what?
an amazing understanding
What?
of socialism right there. I would love to
That's
hear
what
him explain that.
Yeah, no.
That's so
That's what
cool.
socialism
Wait, okay,
is.
so he's saying-
promising welfare and then taking it away. No, that's Clintonism.
Yeah, no, that's
so fucking
Bill
cool.
Clinton. Oh my God. Whoa.
Man. This isn't the MAGA
Wait, this
challenge.
isn't rap.
Yeah, he's just using someone else's hook. It's not even the right song. Let me skip ahead to one of the other
Skip the
ones.
shit. Skip the shit.
Oh, this one's just
Oh,
a
there we go,
racist
here we
guy
go.
doing it as a
Oh
joke.
man.
Okay.
Okay, this looks like Tommy Chong doing this right now.
He's sitting sideways on the toilet. The lid's down, but still.
Sitting Sideways, great rap song, by the way. Paul
Oh,
Wall.
yeah, yeah.
Paul Wall, classic.
Yeah, boys in a daze.
Dude, Paul Wall doesn't get enough credit as being like one of the best white rappers of all time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure now he just runs his grill business and
Yeah.
sells people grills and like makes like a living.
I mean, not even white
lost
rapper.
a ton
Paul
of
Wall
weight,
is just
too.
one of the best rappers of that era. Period.
Yeah, that was like the peak of Houston.
Houston, yeah.
Mike Jones and Slim Thug and all that.
Slim Thug was fucking great too.
God, the Slim Thug song that sampled the NFL on Fox theme song that was about the Houston Texans is so good.
Okay, this guy is just nodding to the music.
He's just not.
We've
Let
been
me
watching
skip
this for
ahead
at
to
least a
where he's.
minute.
Oh, here's where he
Oh,
starts
here he goes.
rapping.
Moving embassy to Jerusalem, we now see its capital of Israel. Spread the word to the world and tell. End of days are being fulfilled. No blood, oh no blood will be spilled. For a man to come of Persia, BC claims only to Kershaw. So let's gather with Yehoshua, given to us by Jehovah. The king will be upon us. Drop to my knees if it's a must. The power, the glory, and honor, the earth and kingdom upon her. Shining out of Jerusalem, open the gates, here we all come, forever and forevermore. The righteous along with the pure, right on.
Okay.
So he's on some Israel
All right, so
shit
yeah,
here.
this is like this guy looks like a guy who's like a completely broken down old hippie who, you know, I don't know, got strung
He's
out,
lost his mind.
cleaned up, and then is now really into Israel and like Bible code shit. And as Alex pointed out, he is rapping in a bathroom.
Yeah. Oh, he's got another verse to spit.
The righteous along with the pure, rap on, rap on.
Yeah, he hasn't got a haircut in like 20 years.
I also like
He's
that
like
the
trying to air drum to it.
yeah.
but-
I also like that the point of this version of the song is just like bring on the apocalypse. Can't wait. Oh, okay. This one's
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been mad since the ride on the escalator. All those other candidates, I said, see you later. Move to San Antonio to work on Project Alamo. Everyone said Donald's gonna lose. How could I not know? Well, we won 306 back
What
in
is Project
November,
Alamo?
Michigan, Pennsylvania.
I don't
Pepperidge
know.
Farm remembers. Promises made, promises
Pepperidge
kept.
Farm?
Lower taxes,
Pepperidge
great
Farm
economy,
remembers.
Pepperidge
These are
Farm
some-
remembers.
fake
There's some
news,
very
fake
deep
Silicon
cut, like,
Valley.
Yeah.
references
We ain't
here.
stopping this MAGA loving fob. Just kidding, Asian joke. I was actually
This
born
MAGA
here.
loving
I work
fob.
in digital, data, email, advertising, peer-to-peer. I didn't walk away.
Jesus
I
Christ.
Wait, no
always
way. This guy
regret.
works in
I work
IT.
in-
I've been called a
I work in
liberal
digital
Democrat.
advertising. Cool. That's awesome.
I'm gonna have to look that up on Genius to get some of those references, man.
Who was the original artist who like did the beat that they're all like did the song they're all
I don't
riffing on?
know.
If you send me some extra MAGA stuff, I wouldn't get
song
mad.
is named-
2020 is coming, and it's time to keep America great. I look forward to inauguration. Not tired of winning, boys. Can't wait.
Bryson Gray.
Man, I put the MAGA hat on the gram. People used to call me fam, now they call me glam.
He's a black guy whose thing is wearing a giant MAGA hat, like a giant novelty one.
Oh, cool. That's awesome, actually.
Reject socialism. They want to be taken care of, cradle to grave. They always look to the state. They want to be a slave. Dead chains, can't you see them? They ain't believing. Insidious reasons.
guy's going
Wanna leave
in.
us all grieving. Agenda 2030. They want to sustain control. Y'all that hurt me and track the nation to hold. Break the spell. When you rock this MAGA music, the curtain fell. Now they see who influenced all the songs, all the movies, all the fake news. Keep it MAGA my duty. Y'all know what it do.
Okay, I really held my breath to see where he was going to go when he started. Wait, pause it for a second.
Yeah.
I was really I just felt my heart drop into my stomach when he started talking about like who controls the entertainment and fake news, like what he was gonna rhyme with that next.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh man.
I was gonna say like they reference socialism a lot, and obviously the first guy who did it. His conception of socialism is that socialism is a gateway drug to communism, and then when they promise you free stuff, and then the communists take away all the free stuff. That's interesting. That's literally what Democrats do, but I guess like in their mind that's the same thing. This person they reference like they want to be taken care of from like the cradle to the grave, like what you want to be a slave or something. And like that's a line that comes up a lot, and it's one that I really like because I think like in their moral universe, like the bad part about slavery is that it like was taking like not making people self-sufficient. It was the free room. It was the free room and board provided by someone else. Like that was what was bad about slavery.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
I think that comes from TPUSA. That's a line that like.
I don't think TPUSA is popular enough to have spread it that far, though. It has to be from like Fox News and shit, right? Like,
I mean, this is like even before MAGA. This was maybe it probably started like a more of a libertarian canard about like why big government and socialism is evil because it makes you like dependent on the state, and that's like being a slave when they're taking care. Oh, you have health care, but like they'll make you go do backbreaking agricultural labor after that. Like I don't. Or then like,
I think these talking points honestly
sell your family away from you. Like
those talking points have to go at least back to like Reagan era.
Yeah.
It kind of ties into like welfare queen shit and all that.
They're inserted like arbitrarily, I think, due to dark money. Like we saw a lot of that shit in like 2009, 2010. A lot of like the libertarian messaging that isn't really popular if you pull it. But now it's being like inserted again with like Young Americans for Liberty and TPUSA. And it's like they're not really like Trump's message isn't really libertarian at all. It's more about like immigrants and culture war issues, but they're just saying these like talking points against socialism. Well, it's very like misdirected.
The libertarian stuff is evergreen because things like TPUSA get so much funding from like various like Koch groups, right? Like, isn't TPUSA mostly funded by Koch affiliated?
Yeah,
shit?
It's got to be. Or the
that's why that stuff's always going to be evergreen because like it only takes a couple of billionaires to get the message out there. And like even though it doesn't pull well with anyone, it's still out there, and it always will be until we fucking crush these people into dust who have the money to do this. But.
Or the Mercer family, but I suspect it's largely almost all this stuff probably comes from the Kochs in one way or another. But the other interesting,
if anything, the Mercers seem like they have like a better theory of like how to get bang for their buck, where the Mercers were more about supporting Trump than they were about like pushing libertarianism on the youths or something,
I mean, like the other interesting thing about like the libertarian line about like socialism and big government and like slavery is that like they think like the condition of being a slave is like having your material needs met in terms of like housing, food, and healthcare. But for a libertarian, like the evil part about slavery is that none of the slaves formed a contract with the plantation owners. And if they had done so, it would be like morally justifiable because it's like the non-aggression principle has not been transgressed against. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Conservatives' idea of what freedom.
It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the condition that they were living in for the 100 years after emancipation, totally normal and fine.
Yeah,
that's the free market.
Fine. Yeah. Yep. Conservatives, I don't think interrogate what their idea of freedom is very often. Because it turns out to be like the most perverse, weird concept of freedom imaginable, But they love the buzzword of freedom.
I think what it means is the freedom to treat people beneath you like shit, or like have power over those beneath you in the social hierarchy, and to like
because power is always deserved. If you have the power, then you must have deserved
like
it.
Up to and including like killing people who are like less, of a different, like a lower social caste than you, even though you as a person are probably exploited, shit upon, and abused by those above you, but that's like natural and good because it affords you the right to do the same to like your wife and children and like the people who work for your tire company or whatever.
That actually makes me think of something that Branson talks about where he's like, this certain generation of conservatives just wants the president to be their dad, like the kind of people who like Reagan or Trump. And what you're saying makes sense in a familial context too, because you like if your dad is shitty to you, then you want to be shitty to whoever's beneath you. Yeah. And it is like that kind of like, yeah, President Trump knows we're kind of shitty, but I'm going to be shitty to these guys, and it just never ends. You know?
Or like, yeah, my dad abused me, and I turned out fine.
Yeah,
I turned out
a psychological
toughen
thing.
up, snowflake.
A lot of like older men have where they, you'll see memes a lot about like, oh, the teens today need safe spaces, but back then they had to go to Normandy.
Yeah,
there's a lot of like
yeah.
There's a lot of like mythologized. I give up. I don't know why I don't know that word.
Mythologizing.
Mythologizing. Mythomology. Anyway, it's a lot of those guys like they worship this idea of like the old like Archie Bunker archetype or like the dad on the Wonder Years, this like emotionally stunted, alcoholic, stoic guy.
Yeah.
And
that's
like,
the ideal man.
I think Trump, like, his like emotional distance in treatment of them sort of fulfills that for them in a way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Which is also, but which is funny though, because like Trump is like that in that regard, but in every other sense, he couldn't be more different from the Wonder Years or Archie Bunker dad. He is so histrionic and catty, and like he's like he's such
a soft man.
Yeah, he really is. All right, let's bang out the rest of these MAGA raps. Let's run that shit.
Yeah, we can keep them rolling here.
All right, let's go.
I said I wasn't Democrat and lost a few friends.
That's right.
Oh, I was gonna say earlier that I wish we could get our hands on the acapellas of these.
Yeah.
Because like especially that really old guy talking about Israel, it'd be so funny to put a bunch of like actually good effects on his voice and like add some reverb and delay and make him sound really professional.
Racist wasn't good enough, so leftists add this xenophobe and homophobe. Democrat trash talk is getting old. Black love, white love, brown love, MAGA love, Trump love, world love, Democrats hate love, sick of the hate, but I love my flag. Get out of our way, we're gonna CAG.
What?
We're gonna
CAG?
Keep America great.
Okay,
that's
got
what
it.
it is.
Oh, CAG. That's what it is?
That's pretty,
She has a jean jacket with Pepe on the front, embroidered, and Q on the back.
Black love, white love, brown love, MAGA love, Trump love, world love, Democrats hate love. That's right.
I said I wasn't Democrat and lost a few
Black love, white love, brown love, MAGA love, Trump love.
The video for this one is like a slideshow of like a black person in a MAGA hat and like a guy saying gays for Trump.
Yeah, it's just like JPEGs put over it.
Look who agrees with me.
MAGA. CAG.
That's
right.
Trump really only thought of one good saying, and then he kind of flubbed the 2020 saying already.
White liberals serving illusion, causing confusion. These ripples taste good, I bet you could use one. Ponzi scheme politics, making big promises. All we end up with is problems, empty wallets and risk. But they're crowning white liberals, it's just so despicable. Just look into history, see them causing most our misery. Screaming Trump's racist while throwing blacks in ghettos, killing their babies. Our woke race champions as white liberals is a travesty. Trickery, cued from Malcolm X, just like he said they're the black man's worst enemy. Fake news has got these white liberals going crazy, deceiving millions through false narratives and cut context every day. In 2020, let's keep draining the swamp of these imposters. Let's keep America great.
That guy just gave up trying to rap and just started talking.
He yawned. yeah. Immediately after the last word, he yawned.
He's gone off those oxys.
Challenge. Here we go. Yes, I'm a southern white girl, as you can clearly see, trying to survive here in a sea of crazies. Racist is all I ever hear. Lord, it shall they, no racist bones here. MAGA stands together, red, white, and blue. Get on board, we're waiting for you. God bless America, and for her I stand. Reaching out so y'all will understand. Dirt poor farmers back in the day couldn't afford any slaves, for we are not the enemies as the press would have you believe, keeping us divided and on.
Damn, it sucks that her relatives couldn't afford slaves back in the day.
Yeah, they couldn't afford. They wanted them, but they couldn't afford them.
They just couldn't afford them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one though.
Yeah. Recorded in a car. I mean, honestly, like, I don't think... I think to be officially an entry into the MAGA challenge, you have to record it.
It would be better if she was actually driving.
It doesn't.
It's kind of lame that she's parked.
Yeah, it doesn't count. Yeah.
She's got the light on, even though it's in park and it's during the day. You're gonna drain your battery.
Well, I guess we got a good feel for the MAGA challenge here. We covered a lot of ground with the E1 album. I think all that's left to do, Alex, is do you want to talk about your new song here that's kind of inspired by this same, it's kind of got a shared lineage here with the MAGA challenge, I guess.
Yeah, I wanted to see if from scratch, not using this beat, I could one-up them in creating a pro-Trump rap, the best one that's ever been done. And I think I beat all the people that we've heard today.
Yeah, we'll let... the listener be the judge, but
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, we'll let it play us out. But thanks for being here, Will. Thanks for covering all this stuff.
Oh no, my pleasure.
All right, we'll see you around.
Bye. I am White Diamond and Silk. I am White Diamond and Silk, supporting President Trump and triggering all of the libs. I am White Diamond and Silk. I am White Diamond and Silk, supporting President Trump and triggering all of the libs. I'm looking for pictures of Nancy Pelosi's feet. She won't go barefoot. Her city has shit on the street. We're coming for Democrats. We're taking the House back. Yes, sir. I am like Diamond and Silk, except I am not black. I am White Diamond and Silk. I am White Diamond and Silk, supporting President Trump and triggering all of the libs. I am White Diamond and Silk. I am White Diamond and Silk, supporting President Trump and triggering all of the libs. I'm playing Fortnite, you're playing PUBG. I'm using gamer words, you're using leet speak. I got the triple dub, white Wendy Williams. I'm white Arsenio Hall, no Bill Clinton. I'm reading QAnon so I can learn shit. I made based groypers of all my grandkids. I was shadow banned cause I was posting facts. I'm like Diamond and Silk, but I am not black. I am White Diamond and Silk. I am White Diamond and Silk, supporting President Trump and triggering all of the libs. I am White Diamond and Silk. I am White Diamond and Silk, supporting President Trump and triggering all of the libs. I go to Trump hotels for every vacation. I got heat stroke at Donald Trump's inauguration. We built the wall now, we're done, and now we're sick of winning. I got that Donald Trump suit, that means it's well fitting. I got my identity stolen from buying a Donald Trump coin on TV. I dialed the wrong number and someone pretended they were QVC. It wasn't me who spent that $300 on DoorDash and Uber. I'm moving to Florida so I can vote for Laura Loomer. I am White Diamond and Silk. I am White Diamond and Silk, supporting President Trump and triggering all of the libs. I am White Diamond and Silk. I am White Diamond and Silk, supporting President Trump and triggering all of the libs. RV the dinar now. Mr. Trump, if you can hear this, RV the dinar now. We're ready.